Hey guys, this is Loai with you from aeschoolonline.com. Remember guys, I'm here to help you to become the expert you want to become in Adobe After Effects and create animations and stunning videos later on by the end of this course. In this lecture, we'll be creating simple animations, but we will train on how to create keyframes, how to manipulate keyframes within the timeline, and also how to manipulate our layers. If you downloaded the project file, within the folder course, you will find a composition called practice. Let's double click on best practice, and you will see that we have a simple animation that we want to create here. It's pretty simple, but we will learn how to manipulate the keyframes and also how to manipulate our layers. Fine. You can also open best practice where there is only the text and there is no animation, and you can follow through with me where you can focus on the animation and forget about laying out the text on the screen. But I have to start from the beginning, and I will lay out the text. I'll show you how it's done, and we will animate this together. First of all, let's go and close all. Now I will create a new composition. Notice that my selection here is inside the folder course. If I create a new composition, let's say call it comp 1 for now, and it's 5 seconds, that's okay. If I click OK, it will go inside the folder. You notice that because my selection was inside. Now, I don't want the composition to be inside the folder here. There are a couple of choices. You can click on it and drag it out at the bottom, but sometimes the bottom is not seen. You have too many things, so you can drag it up there. Here you are, and now it's out. And this is sorted alphabetically, of course. You can choose the sorting by clicking on the name. Let's rename it and call it practice. Let's create our shape. We click on the rectangle, we click and drag. We can use the space bar to adjust it. Okay, that's good adjustment. Fine. And also if we click V, we go to our align. We can align it. You notice there is composition and selection here. To the composition in the center horizontally and in the center vertically. Fine. We can stretch it and make it a bit bigger. That's cool. Okay, now we want to put the text. We click on text. I will click here, and you notice I'm gonna copy the text from outside After Effects just to make it pretty speedy for you. Here you are. I will do for all of them pretty fast. Copy the text, choose the copy tool. So we have our text on the screen and just laid out in any way. Now I need to align this text. Let's look at our layers. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. That's fine. That's okay. So we want to select all these layers and align them left side and align them in the middle of the rectangle. First of all, let's set this one. This is the distance. This is the last one. And this is the distance I want from top, and this is the distance I want from bottom. To select all the layers here, or a series of layers, I can press on the last one or the first one I want to select, press shift and select the first one. Pretty easy. Let's go back to our align, and now we are aligning to the selection. I will align them left, then I will distribute them vertically. Here you are, they are perfectly distributed. Fine. So now we want to create our animation. How do we do that? Now, this animation is based on position, so we need to open up position here. I will select all the layers, even the shape layer, and press P for position. You notice now all the position has opened. I need to initiate the animation. Let's say after 1 second, I want all these text and the graphic, the rectangle, to be in this position. So I will click on the stopwatch. Notice that for all the layers that have been selected, a keyframe has been created, and we can start now animating. I'll go back to 0, and from 0 here, I'll press F2 to deselect everything. And I want to select the first text, and this text is going to come from outside on the left side. I will select the text, click on it, and keep it clicked. Then I can move it outside, but notice it's going up and down with me. The best way to do it is to press Shift and then move. So first, you select your text, you click and keep it clicked, press Shift and move it to the other side. By pressing Shift, you will move straight. It will not go up and down. Click on the next layer, press Shift and take it on the other side. Click on the last layer, press Shift and take it to the outside. Let's see our animation now. Pretty cool. Let's say the rectangle now, we want to take it from up. We want it to come from up. I will click on it and press shift and move it up. Cool. Now we have a nice animation coming in. Let's adjust it. If you play a RAM preview, you will notice that it's okay. Cool. Let's make it more interesting. Now these keyframes here I put them at 1 second. They're taking too long. I need to move them a bit further in the middle. For example, the rectangle even more. Cool. Now they're all coming faster. That's pretty nice. But I really don't like the way they're coming. I don't want them to come all together. I want the option 1 here, create a composition, to come first. Create text come second. So I need to move it. I can either move the keyframes that way or move the layer. For now, we are going to move the keyframes. I'll take the second one and move the keyframes here, for example. Take the last one and move the keyframes here. Cool. Now, let's look. Not bad. Cool. I need them to be faster. But now, how do I make them faster here? Because if I select, I'm going to select everything. I have no way to select diagonally. I will select them all, press alternate, and click on the rightmost keyframe and drag them in. You notice now they are proportionally getting nearer to each other. Okay. Now what happened? If you run the animation, they're becoming much faster. Still, the first layer, this is the rectangle, should come first, then the text should come after. So I need to delay the incoming of the text. For that, I can move the layers now, but I will select all of them, click and drag. And here you are. This is quite interesting. We learned a lot here. Now, let's say you don't like the timing here. What you want to do is to wait for this text to position itself and then let this text come in. Since the timing is okay for us here, we can manipulate the layers. Here you are. And you play. You notice it's much better. Another choice, let's say you want the text to come in, wait for a few frames, then the other text will come, the next text will come. So you can take this one, push it there, and push it. So you're not manipulating the keyframes now, you are manipulating the layers. Let's run a RAM preview. I demonstrated to you lots of options. How to create the keyframes for many layers, how to move the keyframes in the timeline using selections or even individually, how to use the alternate key to move the keyframes proportionally to each other. Okay, thank you very much. And in the next lecture, we are going to tackle more complicated animation.